Exciting day today. I've got a couple of homies coming over and we're going to chop the roof off the van. We're going to get the pop top fitted. Yes! Right, let's get the GoPro up there and get this thing recorded. Let's go. Now the back of the van looks like something very untoward's about to happen, but it's alright. It's just a bit of plastic sheeting and it's there to stop all the metal filings going in everywhere. So with the inside all covered up, it was time to do the same to the outside, just to make sure there was no filings went anywhere on the van at all. So with the van protected all nicely, we went and got the frame. We laid it on the roof, aligned it up pretty precisely, did some better measurements, got it bang on, and then marked it up ready to cut. Well, that's the frame all aligned up on the top of the van, and we've drawn an outline round of it. So let's take it off and then we can start cutting. We drilled some holes in the roof where the cross members were, just to make sure we weren't going to encounter any problems. And before we took the plunge, we went and got some plastic and made some infill pieces to help the frame seal better to the roof. And then it was time for the exciting part. But at this point, it had to be right because there was no going back. So all the time that we'd spent marking out really paid off because only a small amount of fettling was required and it fit absolutely perfectly. So once we'd checked the fit, we carefully removed all the tape and then deburred all the sharp edges. I've thoroughly degreased it and then stop any corrosion in the future, applied some undercoats and some black paint. Once the paint was dry, it was time to fully prep the area. Stick down the infills that you'd seen earlier, and then apply loads and loads of Bond ready for the frame, and make sure it was never ever going to leak. To help give the front a little bit more support, I added a few rivets. The whole area was cleaned up. We added some bricks to the frame to help it set overnight, and put a tarpaulin over, just in case there was any rain. I could not have been happier with yesterday's progress. We got all the frame in, that went super well, really happy with that. Nicely sealed up, so fingers crossed that's not going to leak. I don't think it will though. Left that to cure overnight, all the Bond on there. When the boys went, I fitted the nose cone, so today's job is behind me, the actual lid, pop top roof. Let's get it on there. These platforms were really useful. It made working around the top of the van so quick and easy. So much better than if we'd had to use step ladders. You can see in this shot there's two long thin metal strips sticking up. These were welded to the frame. Well, I got plenty of Bond under those and then riveted them down to the roof to make them nice and flush. Next job was to line up the hinges, make sure they were the same distance from each edge of the van roof, and then bolt them down. I used, I think it was some M10 mushroom headed stainless steel bolts for this, with some rubber washers, just to make sure there was absolutely no chance of water ingress again. Then it was time to fit the heavy-duty gas rams. I did this with the same method as the hinges, using the stainless steel bolts again. So after a few more hours on that second day, all the basics were done. It was on, it was attached, and it was working. Absolutely brilliant. So all I had to do then was clear up for the day, and then I could do all the nitty-gritty bits over the coming days. Well, the roof's been on the van for quite a few months now. It's had everything thrown at it, from torrential rain on the motorway to a bit of snow on campsites, and I can happily tell you, it's not leaked. Right, onto the inside then. Let's pop up my new roof that I've made. We've got a little bit of a access hatch there, and then pop the back up and look at that, plenty of headroom. Love how the ceiling turned out, absolutely brilliant. That'll be on another video though, how I actually made that, probably on the time lapse. Right, let's undo this screen here. Let's a bit of lighting. That's better. Bring the camera down. Right, so the pop top, it came with these plastic strips that you cut to size. So I belt and braces underneath the fabric. It was sealed with the bond underneath, and then these strips were also screwed down all the way. I think every 100mm I did them, just to make double sure there were no leaks. And it's been a few months now, and I have to say it has been perfect. No road noise, no bangs, rattles, chattering, nothing. I'm really pleased how it's turned out. I made some infill panels here as well, sealed all the way round. Let's go around the front as well. There you go, you can see that. So I've still got to obviously finish the top, get some carpet up here so you won't see any of this white strip. Get these hinges, get those painted so it all blends in. Looks really nice. You got a bit of a sneak preview there, I think, what the van conversion. But again, this is all coming up in future videos, so stay tuned.